tasty.
Hey, Major Moxy here. I'm off on a solo camping adventure to end the summer. The days are shorter, the nights are longer, the temp's dropping, the leaves are falling, the bears are fattening up for winter, campground's closing, and the pools. But I'm gonna make the most of my last camping for this summer. Come on, let's go. In this video, I'm gonna share my top activities to ward off boredom. Number 1, hot spring soaking. These hot springs are so popular. I'm amazed that I get to soak alone today. Burning Man just ended, and all the burners are out looking for campgrounds and some hot springs to clean off in. It has been weeks since I have been able to soak in a hot springs. I haven't soaked since Crane, hot springs in Oregon. I have been skating. My roller derby team has a tournament coming up. We have so much practice, I have not been able to leave town. With all the hitting and derby, oh no, we don't hit. We call it positional blocking. My body needs this soaking so bad. Oh, I've looked forward to this all day. I think there's healing minerals in these waters. If not, just other people's body hairs and band-aids. Those are healing, aren't they? A lot of people head to the hot springs to socialize and run around naked. I really enjoy being alone, in my peace, and just relaxing. The hot springs I'm camping near has so many people visiting it that I don't mind traveling down the road to find a pool to myself. Activity number 2, go for a hike, explore, go spy on some people soaking in the hot springs. Number 3 on the list to ward off boredom, bring a gold pan and pan the creek for some gold nuggets. Or just black sand. With all the snow and the big melt, there's lots of water in the creeks pushing a lot of gold down these beds, so come out and pan. Make sure there's no claims though. Remember as a child, my dad would give me a gold pan when we would go camping. But I didn't have the skills to actually find anything like I do as an adult. So I think if you bring children, make sure you salt their pan so if they find something, they'll continue to look for gold. Start by getting all those big rocks out first. I'm here in this offshoot of the creek that's going really slow. This is a perfect spot to get the black sand to the bottom of my pan. It's taken a while. I got it down to almost black sand. Gold panning is a good way to preoccupy yourself for a couple of hours. But I'm squatted down here. I might look like a tasty treat for a bear or any other predators in the area. I better watch my back. Got a little black gold in there. I'm going to take my magnet, put some tape on the bottom. Okay, watch this. After working hard to get this black sand out, I can just pick it up with a magnet. Ooh, it's all sparkly, but I think it's mostly quartz. I don't have my jeweler's loupe, but I don't see any gold in there this time. Next on the list, coming up at number 4, paint. Watercolor, paint in your notebook, paint some rocks, paint some wood. But today, I'm going to paint some rocks from all the things that I've seen while here. The bear eating my tent. Ooh, that's coming up. Oops, I just gave out the secret. And I think I saw a pink bikini hanging in the tree somewhere near those naked soakers at the hot springs. And from my campsite, I have the view of the best sunrises in the morning. They're stunning. While on my hike and gold panning, I was hunting for the perfect shaped rock to fit in the tree in my campsite. Perfect size, fits just right. Number 5, things to do while camping. Make yourself a cocktail and feed yourself. Sometimes you don't have to cook, but when you do, that can take away some of the hours that you have to sit here alone doing nothing. Just set up camp. Just got done soaking. I'm gonna cook myself some dinner. Make myself a cocktail. Eat. Watch the sunset. Oh, I love my spicy margaritas. I cannot stop putting these jalapenos in everything. Whatever cut of beef I get, it's cheap and it needs to be tenderized. All I have is my hatchet today. It's gonna have to do. One of the key ingredients to make a boring camping trip less boring is lots of tequila. Now, if you don't drink, maybe there's some non-alcoholic tequila for you guys. Sometimes you need to get away and solo camping is okay. Other times, I think it's overrated. Sitting here alone, by yourself, no one to talk to, for days on end. One of the things I do when I solo camp is I usually move every day. I do not stay in a spot more than one day, and that keeps my mind active. If I have to be somewhere for longer, it's hard for me to enjoy myself. Tasty. Tasty. I realize so many people are alone. This planet is a lonely planet. I really prefer traveling with my friends and family than being alone. But sometimes you do need to be alone, but I really feel sorry for how lonely this planet is right now. Number 6, bird watching. Bring your binoculars. Plenty of birds to watch. It'll keep you occupied for a while. Bedtime. Good night. I know some people like to read. I cannot sit and read and immerse myself while I'm camping. I am too much of an active squirrel. So some people might like to read before bed. Not me. But good night. my gosh, a bear just came and tried to get my food out of the cooler. There's no bear lockers. I didn't want to put the food in the car. It got my shit. I was out there tearing it up. Beat the horn. It's 4:38. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna go back to sleep. The bear tore into that tent, trying to get into the cooler that's in a tote. So if you're in a tent sleeping and the bear smells the food in you, you're gonna get eaten in your tent. I'm not so much sleepy anymore. Good morning, sunshine. Made it through the night. Didn't freeze. You can tell it's getting winter. Nights are getting cold. I knew I might have a problem when the wind blew the tent all over and my lunch with the cheese spread smeared all over the tent. Before I went to bed, I know the tent smelled like a big buffet, and it definitely drew a bear in. Usually I bring my stand-up shower as a restroom, tent, and a dressing room. This time I just brought this quick pop-up to put in my bucket to pee in and to keep some things in there. And that bear went into there after my sandwich smeared cheese all over this. Got my bath set up, ready to do a sponge bath, clean those sweet spots. Bear got its tooth in here. Broke it. It was covered in slobber last night. With all the bears being displaced by the fire and the late winter melt, there's bears in areas that there normally are not, and there's no bear lockers in this area. So it's a hard decision. Do you put your food in your car and let the bear break in, or do you leave it out and you let it hopefully not eat it because you scare it away before then? The next night, the bear went into a camp with a bunch of girls and a dog, and I heard them pounding on their truck, yelling, flashing their flashlights. I knew that bear got into their camp. I think they scared it away. What I find so amazing is between my camp and the camp with the girls, there was a guy sleeping on the ground in his little bedroll, and the bear went right past him and didn't even bother him. He says he sleeps with an animal alarm, though. So early in the morning, I need to find that little bit of sunlight to warm myself up. Eat breakfast and watch the sun rise. Gorgeous day. Warm jalapeno cheese bread and coffee? Tasty. Vultures. Last night there was thunder showers and rainstorm, and these birds, they look like they're looking for the sun to heat up also. headed off again across the valley to get in another early morning soak at a nearby hot springs, the one right near my campground. Standing room only. I think there's room for you to sit on some strangers' laps if you need to. Even though it's right by a creek, I think I prefer to go find a pool so I can relax this morning and escape from reality and pretend the world doesn't exist but me. I'm so lucky that no one's here right now. This hot springs is just as popular as the one across the creek where I'm camping, but there's so many more pools here that I'm likely to find one without anyone in it, so I can sit and relax. For me, I don't always soak in the nude. I usually have a swimsuit. It depends on how I feel or the situation. But this morning, I'm naked, and somehow, an Instagram photo shoot decided to go on right behind me. That's hilarious, but who am I to judge? I'm here filming a video. Last year, right over there, I was swimming in this creek, and it was not this full. This runoff is substantial. It actually wiped out the hot springs down the way and had to be rebuilt this season. I see someone left their sweatshirt and towel over there. I hope they just left it and they didn't end up down the creek somewhere, and we're going to be doing a missing person sometime. I can't believe last year this was just a trickle and this was a nice little pond to cool off, and this is crazy. I don't think I want to swim in there and do a dip today. Number 7 on the list to ward away boredom while you're camping: wildlife viewing. If it happens to be a cattle drive, perfect time to view some wildlife that later on might become my dinner. morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Cows in the campground and wranglers and cowboys and girls trying to bring 'em on in. Thanks, cowboys. I love all the horse shit right next to our campsite. Right next to my neighbor, allowing the horses just to dump piles of poo right next to him. For some reason, I felt like that was intentional. While in Bridgeport, I had to go to the barn and grab myself some food. I was limited on what was left after the bear tossed the cooler and everything got moist. And it's raining, so I'm going to eat in here. Hopefully my truck won't smell like food. Don't want a bear to come and get me tonight. It's raining outside. Somewhere in the 1860 area, Napoleon and Esther and his wife helped build the hot springs here? Wow! I heard there was a party in this neighborhood somewhere. I might be a little too early for it. Well, anyway, there are so many toads on this road. I can't not walk without almost stepping on them. Maybe if I slightly move them out of the way. But they're so cute. Number 8 on the countdown of breaking the boredom of camping. Make new friends. And if you can't do that, make new friends with nature. These toads, I think they'll be my new friend. Hi, Toad. My name's Moxy. How are you doing today?
Well, Moxy, thanks for asking. And if I could just have a little bit of this whiskey, I'll be even doing better. Thanks for sharing. You're my new friend.
Nothing like a long solo camping trip to appreciate the family and friends you have. What a perfect way to end this, with a beautiful lightning storm. Till next video.